This video is for adult collectors. Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Marvel Legends 85th anniversary Wolverine. Now, getting the figure out of the way, I'm going to show you guys the box first, as I usually do at the start of my toy reviews. So you can see. Sides of it. The bottom, it's got a barcode because I got this off of Amazon. Here's the top. This is what the box looks like on the back. Nice artwork of Wolverine. Looks like he's leaping right at you. Now, as for the figure itself, here he is once again, Wolverine. He's wearing his modern yellow and blue outfit. It's also a nod to his original look, which was also yellow and blue, where he's had different changes throughout the decades, such as having blue outer underwear in the 90s cartoon. These are the accessories it comes with. Interchangeable hands included in the plastic tray. Came in an interchangeable head. I just realized that just brought back the plastic trays for Marvel Legends. We have yet to get them in Transformers again. So I'm going to actually take out these hands with the claws. Regular hands, the fists in. I noticed they got a side to side. Movement. The joints of all these hands. Now that I got the regular fisted hands on Wolverine, it'll be easier for me to go over the articulation. So obviously his head's at a ball joint due to the changeable head. This is what it looks like underneath. So you can rock this around. So get that movement, even with the head on still. Yeah, butterfly joint in the arms. Rotate up, full 360. What's interesting about these shoulder pads is they're not connected to the back of the shoulders. Actually move them independently. I think they're not like wedged between the shoulder and the chest. I love this new improvement because it actually the arm up, still have the shoulder pad over his arm, which is how his costume should work. Get elbow bend here. Now I got the elbow bend. More easily show off the bicep swivel. Got double bend at the elbow, so we can actually, I think this bends like 135 degrees. See if it's got movement at the hip or the diaphragm joint. Okay, so the diaphragm joint. Like double bend. The abdomen. Right, let's go up, out. It's the upper part of the thigh, but it does break up this design. That blue part. Also bends at the knee, 135 degrees also. You got ankle pivot, tilt. It's got all the articulation you'd expect out of Marvel Legends. Nothing else to say about the claws. I do like these, how they don't go completely over the hand. Some of it comes out of the fist too, so you get wider claw, which is cool. I mean, anyways, one thing I will note is that one of these claws does feel loose. I think while posing, the figure accidentally pushed this claw out. And unfortunately, once it's like that, the claw just stays loose from now on. So just keep that in mind. Now for comparison, here's the new Wolverine next to my oldest Marvel Legends Wolverine. So one thing you might notice wrong about this one is I try to pull the legs out to see if it comes out of the upper thigh joint. Unfortunately, they found out they don't, but I couldn't push them all the way back up either, which is unfortunate. Noticeable difference is it doesn't have the shoulder pads. Much older Wolverine figure, so you don't have the shoulder pads as expected from Wolverine, even though we've seen him have them since the 97 cartoon. Signature boots doesn't have those, just have these regular looking ones. And the arms, I think this blue and yellow design was what he had in the cartoon. Here he just has regular gloves, so I'm really glad all this eventually got fixed. Here this is actually retooled from an even older Wolverine figure, so I'm really glad we got this completely new Wolverine, more accurate to the cartoon, the comics. Another thing I will say is the blue, this costume is completely painted on, whereas here you do see some sculpted lines here. It's a huge improvement over this much older one, and of course there's no pins in the arms. There are on the old one. Now comparing the head sculpts, when I first saw pictures of this Wolverine's mask on mine, I thought the ears were too small. And that's one of the things I didn't like about the original Wolverine costume. His forehead was much bigger in comparison. It doesn't look nearly as bad. I got the figure in person. And I'm fine with this angry expression too. I would have liked a more neutral look for him. It would be more fitting if I did museum poses with Wolverine instead of only fighting poses. Nevertheless, looks more fine to me in person. I'll compare my old Wolverine to this slightly newer version. Came out just a year later to coincide with the Days of Future Past movie. Differences are he's got the X on the belt and on his costume. You don't see an X on the chest of the new one, but it is on his belt. It's actually sculpted in here, whereas here it was just painted. Of course, it's just the old Wolverine with a new head sculpt. Also got hood on the back. You don't get one with the new Wolverine, but even the head sculpt, which is an extra head on the new one, looks much more detailed compared to the old one. And the thing I didn't like about the old Wolverine design, though this Wolverine figure was great for its time, released a decade ago, still good figure today. In order to get the leg up, I always had to twist it, get this up here, but yeah, like you don't see any Transformers figures with that joint. It's a new one. You can just go up. I'm actually surprised it doesn't have the leg that can drop downward so he can kick higher, just like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. Although it is on the Spider-Man figure released in the same wave as Wolverine, the Superior Spider-Man. So overall, this Wolverine is every bit as good as I hope he'd be. Hasbro has nailed everything right with this figure. He's got the modern blue and yellow costume. That homages his original blue and yellow costume. Like how he's got the claws that comes out of his hands. Wider claws. More like the ones the Heat Claw Wolverine came with, rather than the X-Men 97 figure. Head sculpts were better than I thought they'd be, and the articulation is par with Marvel Legends standards. Hope you liked this video, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to me. That's it for my review. Bye.